African proverbs and sayings, which are worth listening to in youth, to not regret in old age. Tomorrow belongs to people who prepare for it today. No medicine exists that can cure hatred. He who digs a grave for his enemy might as well be digging one for himself. Examine what is said, not who is speaking. The axe forgets, but the tree remembers. Once you carry your own water, you'll remember every drop. Don't set sail on someone else's star. To try and to fail is not laziness. Seeing is different than being told. No matter how beautiful and well-crafted a coffin might look, it will not make anyone wish for death. Wood already touched by fire is not hard to set alight. Confiding a secret to an unworthy person is like carrying grain in a bag with a hole. Having a good discussion is like having riches. Don't think there are no crocodiles just because the water is calm. He who refuses to obey cannot command. Do not call a dog with a whip in your hand. One falsehood spoils 1,000 truths. Rain does not fall on one roof alone. However far a stream flows, it doesn't forget its origin. If you think you're too small to make a difference, try spending the night with a mosquito. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. The eye never forgets what the heart has seen. No person is born great. Great people become great when others are sleeping. When an old man dies, a library is burned with him. A happy man marries the girl he loves. A happier man loves the girl he married. One who plants grapes by the roadside and one who marries a pretty woman share the same problem. Every kind of love is love, but self-love is supreme among them. It's better to fall from a tree and break your back than to fall in love and break your heart. He may say that he loves you. Wait and see what he does for you. Wisdom is like a baobab tree. No one individual can embrace it. The fool speaks, the wise man listens. The heart of the wise man lies quiet like limpid water. In the moment of crisis, the wise build bridges and the foolish build dams. Only a fool tests the depth of a river with no feet. A bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. If you want to know the end, look at the beginning. Knowledge is a garden. If it isn't cultivated, you can't harvest it. Do not look where you feel. Look where you slipped. Restless feet might walk you into a snake pit. No shortcuts exist to the top of a palm tree. When two elephants fight, it is the grass that gets hurt. Even the lion protects himself against flies. However long the night, the dawn will break. If you heal the leg of a person, do not be surprised if they use it to run away. Knowledge without wisdom is like water in the sand. Other people's wisdom prevents the king from being called a fool. Just because the lizard nods his head doesn't mean he's in agreement. Parents give birth to the body of their children, but not always to their characters. It is better to live as a lion for 1 day rather than 100 years as a sheep. A wise person doesn't fall down the same hill twice. When deed speaks, words are nothing. A family is like a forest. When you are outside, it is dense. When you are inside, you see that each tree has its place. A united family eats from the same plate. If you educate a man, you educate one person. If you educate a woman, you educate a whole family. In a family, if you have somebody who is troublesome, it's the family members who are more worried than the troublesome member. We desire to bequeath 2 things to our children. The first one is roots. The other one is wings. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The old woman looks after the child to grow its teeth, and the young one, in turn, looks after the old woman when she loses her teeth. When brothers fight to the death, a stranger inherits their father's estate. When a bitter woman takes over the house, the family she rules is doomed. Children are the reward of life. Home affairs are not talked about on the public square. It is hard to cure madness that originates in the family. One who marries for love alone will have bad days, but good nights. Don't try to make someone hate the person he loves, for he will go on loving, but he will hate you. If a woman doesn't love you, she calls you brother. If anyone makes you laugh, it is not always because they love you. The wise create proverbs for fools to learn, not to repeat. A fool has to say something. A wise person has something to say. Give advice. If people don't listen, let adversity teach them. If I am in harmony with my family, that's success. A man's ruin lies in his tongue. If you are filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom.